everyone, my name is Tiffany. Welcome back, or welcome if you've never been here before. I am finally here to recap my book Bonanza experience, piece together my vlog, give you a haul, and share all of my thoughts on my experience. This is not the first time that I've sat down to do this video, and I'm only making you privy to my behind the scenes technical difficulties because I think the silver lining is that I've had the time to make the giveaway that I initially planned on doing for this video better. So as opposed to having one chance to win, there will be 3. They will each come with a paperback signed or with a book plate. And so I will get into all the giveaway details at the end of the video after you've seen everything. And let's just get into it because I had an amazing time at Book Bonanza because of my bookish friends. That was definitely the highlight. This is the 3rd signing that I've been to. And of course, I loved meeting my favorite authors. Like, I quite literally was in tears, swooning and gushing and acting a complete fool over meeting my favorite authors. But the moments that I got to share in person with the friends that I've made in this community online were absolutely the highlight. They made the trip for me. So when I first arrived, which was a day early because I wanted to attend the Bloom event at Half Price Books, Kennedy Ryan was going to be there. And so I brought all my books for her, and I was greeted by Zay from Rudy Reads and Caitlin from The Love Librarian. I absolutely adore them. I was so excited to finally meet them in person. It really was a moment. And also I got to see Victoria and Avery again. Avery was so kind and sweet. She gave all of us watercolor prints of quotes from our favorite books. Of course, mine was from See a Room by Pam Godwin. She attached a sweet note. I wish I could have received this like a normal person, but alas, I am who I am. And I have to thank her for driving us to Half Price Books because that was a lot. That was really, really sweet of you. So thank you, Avery. And I have footage of that experience, so I'll pop you into that.
Wait, so how is this gonna work? So we were just handed this. Now, so we go to the panel that's in different areas throughout this entire freaking...
They're gonna be on one panel together.
Okay.
And then after the panel, we can go around and get our book signed.
Okay.
By the author we ordered one from, and then it's a free-for-all.
Yes! Thank you, Caitlin, because she's getting me all the way together. I'm just here. And then I brought other Kennedy Ryan books to be signed, and as well as Kingmaker. But this is a huge Half Price Books. I mean, look at this. I'm just excited to be in here. You're gonna have to ring me in. I want to shop.
I want to shop too. And if they're open till 9, we can shop.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the panel shouldn't be like too long, right?
Doing shopping, and we all want to see different people. We're going to see Kennedy soon, so we're trying to like get it together and buy some books. I think Caroline is over there, but this is Half Price Books flagship store.
It's very nice.
Tori taught me that. Okay, Tori taught me that from the bookmark. So this is like, we want to do some shopping and look around. I'm kind of like in history right now, so it's a huge location. It's crazy. I'll let you know if I get anything. I was sneaking Zane as a kid, or junior high rather, junior high. But yes, if I wasn't at a signing, I would probably be looking and trying to figure out what I want from that collection. Okay, and I'm doing a giveaway too. It's not just about books. We're gonna do the giveaway.
You about to do it. You want to take the plane ticket too?
Okay.
I can't believe this is happening.
I really wish I acted better than this one.
I know.
I wish I was better than this.
I rose to the occasion in a classy way.
I'm not classy. I cannot. Oh my God.
We gotta document this moment. Deep breaths. Deep
All
breaths.
right.
Now,
Go, Tim.
now. Oh my God! Yes.
I got over here.
You did a great review of Before I Let You Go. Yes. I remember your accent. It's all coming back. It's so good to see you.
We're officially leaving. And it's dark. We came in here and it was light outside. We are going to, I think we're going to get some Olive Garden and bring it back to the hotel. I will talk to you about the entire day. I cannot believe that just happened. I cannot believe that we just met Kennedy Ryan. And she has such a presence. She was so sweet. And she actually like sat there and spoke with us. I can't. So it's dark, as you can see. Half-price books. There are people that are still in there, but we're headed out.
Again, meeting Kennedy Ryan was such a special moment. She has such a presence. It was so moving when she called out Caitlin's name like that. I was baffled as to how she remembered people and had personal experiences to attach to them. It was kind of amazing. And she spent time with us. And I have got to thank Jess from Peace Love Books for filming everything. If it was up to me, okay, Caitlin would have slow-mo footage. That's how, I was gone in that moment. It truly was everything. Thank you, Jess, for filming that. And spoiler alert, thank you for organizing the dinner that we all got to go to together. That was just another highlight. But I cannot believe that I got to meet her and that she remembered who we are and that she spent so much time with us talking. It was really generous, and the entire experience was just surreal. On the official day 1, we all shopped and we brunched before we got down to business.
There's a bookstore up here, so we're gonna check that out. Oh wow.
She's literally signing them right now. That is awesome.
Okay, so it was 3 free candles and a mug with purchase.
Yeah.
So freaking Victoria's gonna give me one, so I'm gonna try to smell them. So this is the chilies and practical.
Samantha and them are
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Sharp objects.
I told them we were here. I thought they're coming closer to registration.
Achilles and Patroclus for sure.
Beautiful.
Ah, thank you.
so good.
And then I love this at Love in Las Vegas. And I'm gonna get everybody to sign it. These are everything, they're $20. Book boo. Love it. And then, yes, what'd you get? Let them know what you got.
Let's see. It's
These
gonna
go on our
It's gonna
lanyard.
look a little rough.
It's okay.
I have a signing tumbler.
Oh my god! Wow!
It's about grip.
Oh my god, grip
It
is
has
on there?
grip pages on here in Bristol, and I'm going to get it signed by the authors with a Sharpie, and then I take it back to the vendor, and she will seal it for me and mail it to me in 3 weeks after the signing. So it'll be my souvenir. I drink a lot of water. It's perfect.
Oh my god, I love that.
I'm so excited about this. Oh my gosh.
These are so cute.
I requested. I was like, well, if you could put grip, because I could request a certain
And
book
then
you can put on there.
yesterday, I forgot to show you because this is going to be a chaotic vlog.
So she probably was able to find.
Victoria gave us just like book plates of Laura Thalassa, so if someone wants it, let me know. I will just send it to you. And Samantha's on her way, so I don't know if I want to run up and do.
Oh, girl, I'm so sorry.
No. Oh yeah, wait. Bye.
Y'all don't need person.
So I just met Pam Godwin. Yeah. Oh, I just met her, and I didn't know how to act. I didn't like embarrass myself. I was just like, cool. My essence gone. Like just, she was just like dead. I didn't want to inconvenience her or like ask her too much. Unbelievable.
Getting to meet Pam Godwin was the calm before the wristband storm, honey. Okay, it truly was. And I have to thank Samantha for Books with Samantha because I would not have met her that evening. She was surrounded by readers and I really didn't want to like pierce that bubble. And I want to say this too because that was all coming from me. Everybody that was there around her was so like gracious and trying to like pull me in and show me like the little merch that she was giving out, and everyone was just so sweet and kind. So thank you, Samantha, because I was just really nervous. I didn't want to ask for too much. I don't even think I remember taking that photo. It just happened so quickly and I'm so grateful for that moment. And another highlight from that evening was getting to see Samantha meet Adriana Herrera. Adriana was surrounded by all of her author friends. I loved to see the camaraderie, and they called her out for Samantha because she was nervous to meet her as well. And it was just like moving to see them all teamed up, hanging out. Like the author support was really real and I loved it. I was rooting for everybody POC at that book signing. So it was fun to see that. And we're gonna get into the wristband situation because I had debated on whether or not I was gonna include certain footage, but I absolutely am because that was the vibe, okay? That
No cards are allowed in the room during wristband pickup. This is not the time to go around to other authors' tables. Just pick up wristbands and go inside. Hey, what's up?
only give you my experience as an attendee. I've never organized an event of this size, but as an attendee, it felt like I was starring in Ready Player One, honey. Okay, boots on the ground. It felt like Call to Duty at a book signing. There's no reason why I should have been like yelling out tactical routes while being in there.
Pass them on the perimeter, don't get in the crush.
The scarcity, the fact that there was no security, it really felt unsafe, unorganized. It didn't seem like the volunteers were on the same page, had a system in place, or knew what was going on. And so I would have preferred as an attendee to have that process figured out for me already upon registration. Had I showed up and had the wristbands picked out for me and been complaining about that, I think that would have been preferable over what I had to experience. And it was like really a lot early in the morning. It didn't seem like they were ready for what was inevitably going to happen. If you tell people that the wristbands open at 7 o'clock, we're going to be there early, and they couldn't accommodate for that. And so I was just kind of amazed at what it felt like to be in that room, to see the pushing and the shoving and just the lack of preparation for an event of this size. It was my first big signing. And to be honest with you, call me naive, but I was running off the assumption, especially being that getting a ticket was such an incredible feat as it was, because they were limited, that we all would be able to see who we wanted to see, and that just wasn't the case, that it was dependent on these wristbands. And although I got to see everyone I wanted to, I had an amazing time because of my bookish friends, that was not the case for everyone. And so it was really disheartening to like just have these like vignette moments and seeing that in real time, and people being disappointed about not being able to see who they came to see because of the volunteer that they were dealing with in line, or because they didn't get a wristband at all. And like going forward, I really hope that they amend that. I will say that the system that they had in place for the actual signing was a lot better, and my spirits were lifted once I got into that room.
The line is so long just to get into the signing room, and I think I'm on my way in. We shall see. I'm going to Pam Godwin first. I cannot wait.
I completely lost it meeting Pam Godwin, and I don't know how. I met her the night before, and this happened when I first met Sophie Lark, and I don't understand why it happens. I didn't think I'd be that girl, okay? I truly didn't think I'd be that girl. I've shared it on my channel before, I think during my like 1K Q&A, where I've worked in television, I've worked in film before, I've worked alongside celebrities and been able to keep it together. Possibly because there's a level of professionalism that comes with that, being that I'm working when I'm doing that. This is all personal, okay? So when I saw Pam, I just thought of all of the prose that she's written that have moved me. The way that she transmutes trauma on the page through romance is simply top tier in my opinion. And I have picked her books up at really low points in my life, and they have saved me, quite literally. So I just saw her and all of that came rushing in. I kept apologizing for my tears, and she was so warm and sweet and kind to me and let me gush and swoon. I don't know who I thought I was at her table, pointing like Michael Jackson and shopping, but she was one that got the majority of my money, okay? I bought the most books at Pam's table, and so when I saw her Trails of Sin series, I had to just get the entire trilogy. So I got that. I figured that was the time. I have yet to read this, so I'm really hoping to just do a dedicated vlog for it. I cannot wait. I hear that these are dark, they're giving Yellowstone vibes, and I am just here for it. So I'm so happy to have these signed. I also got my original cover of Sea of Ruin. This is an all-time favorite book of mine. all-time favorite. I feel like Captain Bennett Sharp should be on every woman's freaking shelf. And so I got a hardcover of this as well, because this is one that I want to annotate. I now have 3 copies of this book, and I feel like that's fitting. Okay, this did get damaged on the way home, but I'm not concerned about that. This is like my personal copy, so I also wanted to just get all of the hardcovers that she had, so I got the last copy of Incentive. This is just stunning. And then I also got Beneath the Burn. And oh, she was just everything to me, and all my friends were there. It was truly a special moment.
It's Bonanza. All right. Oh, there's space in here. I mean, this is a football stadium. It's big. Whew. Okay, I see Zay Nikki. Yeah. Met Pam. I acted a fool up there. I just got to meet Pam. It's crowded in here. Nikki Sloan I'm going to be. I'm so excited. And now I'm gunning for Candy Steiner. It's very crowded, but we're seeing who we want to see. And now I'm excited again.
Let's talk about meeting Candy Steiner. Okay, I'm gonna be popping you in and out of this vlog, and I'm just gonna share my haul as we go along, as I met these authors. And meeting Candy really was special to me because I just see her as inspiration for life. I love her social media. I think she's a marketing genius, but my favorite thing is when she shares her day in a life. I love her routine, all of like the organizational tools that she is using, and it really is inspirational. So I knew from her social media that she was gonna have Meet Your Match. This is her newest release. I was so happy to grab and snag a copy of this because she had limited ones. I also wanted to get Revelry. This was a recommendation that Zay from Witty Reads gave me. She said that this is an underrated book within her backlist, and it's one of her favorites of hers, so I cannot wait to get to this book. And then I also had to get a copy of Weightless. I've heard Jess from Peace Love Books talk about this book. I've heard Rachel from Rachel Reads and Sings talk about it, and so I cannot wait to get to it, and I had to pick it up while I was at her table. And I am so incredibly grateful because she was only personalizing one book. I mean, you've got to cap it off. I completely understood. But as we were talking about A Love Letter to Whiskey, like I told her that I simply believed that this book was channeled. She bled on the freaking page, in my opinion, when it came to this book, the angst. And it's so funny because she shared about how she said that about her own work in an interview, and it was just like a nice moment to have with her, and agreed to just sign both of my copies. I have like the anniversary edition and of course the original cover, which is my favorite, and so she signed both of them. It was so nice to meet her. She was also doing shots with people at her table, and I just thought she was so much fun. It was so sweet to see her husband there out there supporting, okay, having her drink water, doing all of the book stuff. They're in love. It was just so cute to see them throughout the weekend together at the hotel. Okay, the way that he loves and supports that woman. Ooh, that is what we should be holding out for. Okay, let's get into Ruby Dixon, because I cannot believe that I met Ruby Dixon. I also cannot believe that it was her first signing. In my opinion, her table was the most organized because she had a separate line in order to meet her, and she had a separate line for merch. And her beautiful special editions. They had enough copies for everyone. These are absolutely stunning. The step backs within them, oh my gosh, the quotes on the back. These are gorgeous editions, and she ordered enough for everyone to get a copy. There was a separate line for them. You did not have to have a wristband in order to buy one. In fact, she had Katie Wilde and Alexa Riley helping her at her table. And Alexa was out there popping in and out of the line, asking if you were there to buy these special editions. And if you were and you had cash, they were taking care of you on the spot. I absolutely adored her table. I was there on multiple occasions. I loved seeing the way that she loved on Avery. That was really a highlight. Like, she cried after meeting Avery. I just thought that was so special. And she spent time speaking with me. I had just finished reading Barbarian's Prize, and quite frankly, relate to the trauma that's featured in this book. We were actually having a pretty heavy conversation while she was signing this, and she shared about how our afflictions do not define who we are. I thought that was just so beautiful. I loved the way that she personalized this, saying that this book was made for me when she realized what my name was. I was gobsmacked by that. It's actually what got me to pick this up before the signing, and it was truly a special moment. She was giving out special Book Bonanza book plates. She also had other book plates with her name on it. They were allowing you to just pick up as many books that you had by her or that you potentially hope to get from her. We know that her backlist is extensive, so I absolutely loved that table and had an incredible time. After which, I went to Sophie Lark's table, which was so much fun. They had a spinner wheel up there. Okay, they were giving out books. The thing about the Larks that I absolutely love is how they love on their readers, how they make their readers feel like they are fans of us. That's how I feel when dealing with the Larks. And I also love their illustrated books because they're simply that. Not only do they have the alternative covers, but there's artwork throughout, which just makes favorites really special. And so I won this book as well as art prints. They had a ton of stickers that I had yet to see. It was just so much fun getting to meet them. I had a good upbeat time. Wander was there, okay? I love seeing Wander and Sophie together. If you do not know, Wander is a photographer. He is responsible for the cover list, and he has adorned many this year, so I came in anticipation for that. I was so happy that he signed my copy of Take My Daddy, I'll Take Yours by Danica Snow, as well as The Highest Bidder by Sarah Kate, which was really special because even though I saw Sarah Kate at Half Price Books, I've seen her at Love in Las Vegas, and of course she was at Book Bonanza. I was not able to make my way to her table, so I'm gonna have her sign this year at Love in Las Vegas, and I'll be happy to have them both in here. So that was really special, as well as meeting Sierra Simone. Speaking of the wristbands, I was the only one of our entire group that even got a wristband for Sierra Simone, and she noticed that I had multiple books, and it was really kind of her to give me 4 copies of Salt in the Wound. It was so generous of her, and a highlight from meeting Sierra Simone is learning that she is a fan of Charles from Books on Stereo. Oh my gosh. We were having a conversation about Book Talk and BookTube, and she was like, I know Charles from Books on Stereo. I love him. And I just was so moved by that. One of the things that I can't get enough of is seeing authors love on my friends. And for her to call out Charles's channel by name, if you do not know, I think that Charles from Books on Stereo, his body of work here on YouTube in terms of the interviews that he's been able to do with authors, audiobook narrators, and other creators has really been kind of a go-to for me, especially in the beginning where I was first getting invited on people's channels. I would go to his channel to look at the kinds of questions that he was asking. I love all of his interviews. So I was so happy to hear Sierra Simone know him, call him up by name, and request to meet him in person. So Charles, please get into formation. Anyway, I love to see that.
Recommends the audiobook for Back in the Day, narrated by who? Jacoby. 2 of the signing. About to go meet my friends with my cart. I'm very excited, and I will try to be on here because today I want to get their book sleeves that look like a library card. I want to get that signed. My friends too. I'm trying to soak up like every last second, but it's been a dream. It really has.
Day 2 of the signing was a low angst. Okay, it was a lot of fun. I was just soaking up the moment. So I want to go over the last books that I got while I was at the signing, starting with Katrina Jackson, because I actually met her at the end of day 1 with Caitlin, okay? And like, it was calm on her end of the room. And it was so just fun to meet her and talk about her work. She was asking us about our preferences. I ended up landing on her Mafia series. It's a trilogy, as well as getting all of the novellas. And again, she had this like beautiful copy of Office Hours. The artwork was done by Lucy Eden, who was also at the signing and actually wrapped up. That was my last purchase at her table. I met Nikki Sloan, and I absolutely love the cover of Sorted. It is one of my favorites when I think about the clinch. This comes to mind, and I love that she actually stamped it banned because it was on Amazon. So it was fun to meet her and her husband. I ended up getting Torrid to just kind of complete the duet. I don't know if you can see it. I'm a woman that loves good lighting. So if you're new here, that is a trend. So I hope that you can actually see it. But we got Torrid. And then somehow I have made my way around her backlist without having gotten 3 Simple Rules. So I had to pick up a copy of this because I was right in front of her. And that was just like definitely a highlight. I also was so excited to meet Adriana Herrera officially. I heard her table up with Samantha. I had to get A Caribbean Heiress in Paris. I loved and adored this book. And I got the second in the series, which is Sapphic, and it came with an art print, which I didn't even realize until later on, until I got home. I was like looking at the footage and I'm like, what did she slip in there? This is an art print. This is going to be a Sapphic historical romance. It's book 2 in her Las Leonas series. I cannot wait to get into this in the month of August. And then I also got a novella, Her Mangoes and Mistletoe, for the inevitable 3rd or 4th round of the novellathon. I am not sure yet, but I definitely wanted to get one for a giveaway. So this one isn't personalized. Expect this to be an upcoming prize option, which I still need to read this book. And I did, however, get a more actually personalized, because this is an anthology of queer holiday romances. It came with an art print. It's signed by all of them. It is such a stunning copy. I'm so excited to own this. December is like my biggest month when it comes to novellas, so I cannot wait to bust this out. This is like one of my favorite purchases that I got. And just seeing all of them together at BB, the author unity, support, and camaraderie was like moving, and I absolutely loved that. And wrapping up with Lucy Eden, who was so much fun. In fact, the first thing she asked me was for the link to my bag that I had, which is absolutely hilarious. And she ended up giving me an art print, which I thought was so kind and so sweet. And I ended up getting this copy of Booty Call. Now this is by Ainsley Booth. I'm gonna try to give you an insert shot because I just think this is absolutely stunning. The artwork is on the actual like naked cover, and oh, look at that. This bathtub scene, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. That's my favorite kind of step book. Just water on skin. I love how this is personalized. This one is for all the dreamers with secret crushes. Ainsley Booth, writer of Filth and purveyor of hope. I love it so much. So I wrapped up the signing with, this is my last purchase. Okay, I really had to like really in. And I had so much fun going to get Texas barbecue. We went to the Boots of Bling event. They had a cute little photo opportunity there. There's a mechanical bull. They were lassoing up the girlies. For me, the like ending highlight of the entire signing was getting to spend like one-on-one time with Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl. We went to brunch, and I have to tell you, Cheyenne is it. Okay, she is everything, if not more, than what you see on her channel and her Patreon. I am a member, and it was just so nice to meet her. She is so like fun, funny, down to earth. It was a really good time. So I loved venturing off to the airport with her and like ending the event off on that note. I honestly can't say it enough. My bookish friends made my Book Bonanza experience. I loved meeting my favorite authors, getting my book signed, all the additions to my library. Like, it's truly, it was such an incredible moment. But out of all the signings that I've gone to, I definitely prefer these smaller ones. Love in Las Vegas will be here again in October. I'm looking forward to that. And I wouldn't be mad, okay, if I got a couple of Polycon tickets for me and my father to meet Beverly Jenkins. But outside of that, I think I want to go for the smaller, less hectic signings in the future. So to wrap up this video, I'm gonna go over the giveaway. There will be 3 options. I do have a link to the Google form in the description box. There, I will be asking which prize you prefer out of the 3, and more importantly, where you want me to send that prize. I will be the only one reviewing all of the responses, and they will be deleted when I draw the winners on July 28th, which should be a week out from this video posting. Nearly a month out from the event. I am sorry it's taken this long. I just am so grateful that you're even here watching one of my videos. I know the uploads have been sparse, and I'm really happy that I was able to open this up to 3 options for winning. So let's go over that. The first option will be a signed copy of The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan. Oh, I cannot wait. The second option will be a copy of Barbarian Alien. It will come with 2 book plates, an art print that is signed, as well as a bookmark. So beautiful. I love the artwork on this. The third option will be Barbarian's Prize by Ruby Dixon. This will also come with 2 book plates. It will come with a bookmark and a sticker. So all you have to do to be eligible to enter the giveaway is to comment down below in this video. Leave me an emoji if you don't have anything to say. I always like to ask for your most used emoji. I feel like that gives me a little insight into who you are. Those are always fun, but you just have to comment below. Be subscribed to my YouTube channel and fill out that Google form. And again, the winners will be polled on July 28th, which is a Friday, and it should be a week out from when this is posted. I want to thank you for joining me. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.